Stop jumping on me. Why are you doing that?
Having a bad dog day?
Rex, come back here.
From police dogs to pet dogs, from potty training to pet peeves, #1 best-selling author and 30-year canine trainer Andy Falco knows how to get to the meat of what's eating your dog. This is Falco Canine Dog Talk, the show that helps you and your dog create a relationship of love and respect.
What a good boy. Good heel, Rex. I love you, Rex.
And now here's your host, Andy Falco.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Falco Canine Academy's Train the Dog Trainer and Falco Canine Dog Talk. We're going to continue on in the discussion about getting started, and what I want to do is give you a couple options and things you may need to consider in just simply getting started. And of course, you've probably already thought of this, but just to make sure, there are shelters and rescues all over the place. Here in Southern California, I think I know 10 that are within a very short distance of driving, and they are they are always looking. It's a good thing this isn't an English-speaking podcast. They're always looking for, and constantly looking for, I'm trying to think of 10 different ways I can say that, for volunteers that can help them with these dogs. Now, there's all kinds of different areas of volunteerism. There are, of course, fostering in your home a dog. There is coming, like at the Orange County German Shepherd Rescue, dog walkers that go to walk the dogs that are in the kennel so that they can out and get some exercise. There are people that wash the dogs. I know that they do that on Fridays before their weekend events and get the dogs all nice and clean. And I could go on. There's just many jobs that a shelter and rescue are looking for. Some shelter and rescues actually have a facility, like, again, Orange County German Shepherd Rescue of Orange County. I said Orange County twice. The German Shepherd Rescue of Orange County, where they have a facility where they have dogs in kennels. There are others that are essentially just in name, but the dogs are all, at volunteers' homes and that kind of thing. So some people, I'm sure, have more than one dog, and so you just need to contact them and say, listen, I'm really interested in dogs, and I'm hoping to someday have a business training dogs. I would like to see how it is that I could help you in one way or another in your organization, and what type of jobs you have available for a volunteer, right? So, of course, that's volunteering. You're not going to get paid. They may pay for your lunch or something like that. I don't know. But just looking and again, really one of the things is just simply asking. And then also, of course, Facebook is a powerful place to look on for, pages for any kind of dog facility. In private groups, LinkedIn, you can search for dog trainers, dog shelters, dog rescues, and just a Google search, right? You can look for that. And so in connecting with these people, there are dog trainers like myself. I had intern positions all the time. At one point, we had several kennels in our facilities, and it was a great place for them to come. In return for cleaning kennels and walking dogs, they were invited to anything that I was teaching for free and being available. And they would also be used to, sign in people that were coming in for classes and all that kind of stuff. So they're learning the process of how to run a business. So there are all kinds of opportunities to do that. So I think that you just got to find a good fit. If you're looking for specific breeds, maybe your thing is Labrador Retrievers. There are Labrador Retriever specific rescues and shelters. Of course, Pit Bulls, there's tons of them. There is German Shepherd Rescue of Orange County. Of course, they all handle German Shepherds. Occasionally a Malinois sneaks in, or a Dutch Shepherd. They're all, they don't turn them away, but they all fall within that German Shepherd type of breed. And so on. Just if you just are specifically interested in a certain breed, then make sure that you add that into your search for a specific type of place that you want to volunteer for. And then back to trainers. There are trainers that are niche trainers that either just police dogs or agility, click and treat, all that type of specific, way of training or specific interest that people have for sports and that kind of stuff. So really hone in on what it is you want to do. I, in the beginning, would be just happy doing anything, and that's what I was. I used to travel a great deal, looking for places that I could go to for a few days and just hang out. I went to Canada. I went to Germany, and contacted people and went out there. And so it just depends on what it is that you can afford, what you're willing to do, and who it is you want to connect to. But just open up your imagination a little bit, do a couple Google searches and see who's out there. And at the same time, again, you are journaling. You are writing down these places as a resume. You're also doing a really good job. And then when you leave, you want to make sure and get a testimonial, a written testimonial from the people that you are assisting, whoever the leadership is, your manager or the founder for whatever shelter rescue that you might be at. Have them write a great testimonial, maybe even a video testimonial. And if they do one or the other, if it's a video, make sure and have it transcribed. That way you have it in written form. And you're going to make sure and have that available when you need it to share with someone. And build up that resume. Build up what we call in law enforcement it's called a hero sheet. It's all the things that you have done in your career to become who you are, to become the best of the best. The next thing is, I think that you should, if you haven't already decided to do this, I think you should open your ideas. What else can I use for that? Open up your heart. Open up whatever it is, the thing that you may be narrowing. What is your learning? You want to open up. You don't want to be so narrow in your scope. So I know that some people really just want to be purely positive in the way they train, and that is fine. But it does not hurt, because it's going to happen whether you're there or not, to learn some of these other techniques, whether it's people that use a pinch collar or a choke chain. And I know right now you're going, oh, I hate those things. They're cruel and blah, 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 blah. If you could open up just a little bit, just for a short period of time, I'm not saying you're going to actually, adopt, that tool is one of the things you want to use, but you do want to know about it. You do want to know if it's as horrible as you think it is, and it could be, but you want to make sure and have the knowledge to have a good argument when somebody comes to you and says, hey, I want to use this tool, and you say, that is not a tool that I use, and here's why, right? And it is so hard, I think, to have the argument against something unless you really know about it and study it. If you are going to be against, let's say you're a Christian and you're going to be against atheism, one of the things I didn't understand about my ex-wife is that she didn't want to know anything about atheism. She didn't want to even accidentally bring it up on a website. She didn't even want to accidentally run across the book because somehow she thought that she was going to be affected by whatever you get affected by being around that thing. And I found that interesting. I, being also a Christian in my faith, wanted to know about it so that I know what I'm talking about if I were to get in a discussion about it, or God forbid, a argument with somebody about it. I wanted to have at least the knowledge of what I was arguing against, right? You want to know about it. If it had to do with Mormonism and understanding that religion, if it had to do with Scientology, understanding that religion as much as I could. It's a very secretive group, and I have done work for Scientology, and still I know a little bit more than I used to, but still they're so guarded in what it is they do. So my argument or my discussion, my purpose for bringing up this discussion is that you can hate something. You can hate electronic collars, but it's hard to hate it with knowledge unless you find a way to know about it and going, I was right in hating this because it does cause this, or it is harmful, or it is what I believe to be inhumane because of X, Y, and Z. And now you can say, because I've seen it, I've experienced it. Or you could say, I still don't believe that I will ever use that tool, but I know that there's some people using it in a way that is good for some dogs. Those kinds of dogs I choose not to have in my as a customer or a client, and so I refer any of my business to this other person, because I know that this dog and this human being together need that thing. All right. So I hope this assists you in understanding the next step of getting started. Open up your mind a little bit, do a little research, and you will find somebody that you can really connect with and assist. All right. Take care, and I will talk to you next month. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to Falco Canine Dog Talk, the show that helps you and your dog create a relationship of love and respect. If you like what you just heard, we hope you'll pass along our web address at www.falcocanineacademy.com and like our Facebook page at facebook.com/Falco Canine Academy. Follow us on twitter.com/Falco Canine Academy and subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Falco143. And remember, if you've got questions for Andy, call the K9 line at 714-798-9961. That's 714-798-9961. This is a production of Falco Enterprises Incorporated. All rights reserved.